flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah.
What's up, Eagles Nation? Welcome to another episode of Eagles Connect. This is your boy George, and on this episode we're going to talk about the blockbuster trade that was made yesterday with the New Orleans Saints. So let's look at this trade and let's see what it means. Now, we all knew the Eagles were not going to keep all 3 first-round picks. The reality was there was going to be a significant cap space hit if they signed all 3 first-round picks. And also, there were a lot of theories that Howie Roseman wanted to keep his options open for next year just in case Hurts does not pan out. So we all knew it was going to happen. We just didn't know how it was going to happen and who was it going to happen with. So let's look at the details. So the Eagles trade away number 16, number 19, and number 194th pick, which was a 6th rounder, to the Saints. In exchange, they got number 18, as well as 101, which is a 3rd rounder, 237, which is a 7th rounder, and a 2023 first round pick, as well as a 2024 second round pick. Now, I love this trade a lot. One thing that Howie's good at is getting value when he's doing these trades. If you see a trade alert from the Eagles, you can trust it's going to be a good trade. We all learned last year with the Wentz trade, as well as trading down with Miami, getting that extra first round pick, and still getting Devontae Smith, that Howie is really good at trading. Now, the first part of the trade that I love is the team that we are trading with, the New Orleans Saints. See, the Saints didn't have a good offseason. First, Sean Payton retires. One of the best offensive minds in the league is out. Then they go ahead and hire defensive coordinator Dennis Allen. Allen doesn't scare me at all. When he was a head coach for the Oakland Raiders, he coached for 2 seasons, and his 3rd season, he was fired after starting 0-4. He had an 8-28 record as the coach of the Raiders. Let's move on to the QB position. Right now you have Jameis Winston, who suffered a torn ACL along with damaging his MCL in Week 8. And even before his injury, he was an okay QB. He struggles with interception. Then you have Taysom Hill, who was reportedly converted to a full-time tight end. And then they just signed Andy Dalton, who I think is washed up, and did nothing with his opportunity in Chicago. In free agency, they probably lost one of their best players in offense, left tackle Tyron Armstead, to the Miami Dolphins, and one of their best young defensive players, safety Marcus Williams, to the Baltimore Ravens. You also don't know what's going to happen with Alvin Kamara, who got arrested and charged with battery resulting in substantial bodily harm after the Pro Bowl. And nobody knows what's going on with Michael Thomas, whether he's planning to stay with the Saints or he's going to request a trade. I have a feeling he's not going to stay. So why am I bringing all this up? It's because we have the 2024 first rounder from New Orleans, and I think it's going to be a high one. So if you look back to the trade, Eagles are keeping their 15th pick, and then they move up from 19th to 18th. And now that 16th pick that we're giving away, I think it's going to be much higher in 2024. Possibly a top 10 pick. So I absolutely love that we're still able to retain all 3 picks and also get better value for them. Now the second part of the trade is getting that 101 pick in the 3rd round. And here's why. Let's look at the draft. If we look at the draft board and look at the top 15, let's go through who could possibly take a QB. Detroit Lions at number 2. They need a QB. I don't think Goff is their answer. You have Houston in number 3, can possibly take a QB. You have New York Giants, who are 5-7, who, if they don't believe that Daniel Jones is their guy, could take a QB. You have Atlanta that could take a QB. You have Seattle at 9 could take a QB. So I do think that maybe 2 or 3 QBs will be taken in the first 10. Also, 3 or 4 offensive linemen can also be picked. So you will definitely have a top 10 talent in defense that will fall outside of the top 10. And as we saw last year, all it takes to kind of move up is a first round pick and a third round pick to move up maybe to 11 or 12 to get your guy. So now we have the option of moving up without losing anything. Now the third part is that 2023 first round pick and 2024 second round pick. The reality of the situation is Jalen Hurts needs to get better as a passer. If you saw in the first half of the season, I believe Nick Sirianni did not have the intention of implementing this run-heavy offense. What we saw in the second half is Sirianni playing with the cards he was dealt. But I think Sirianni is going to want to have a balanced offense like what he had with Andrew Luck when he was the offensive coordinator with the Colts. Also, Sirianni really values the wide receiver position. So if we already invested a first round pick last year with Devontae Smith and possibly another first round pick this year with a wide receiver, you cannot get the most out of those picks if your QB can't get them the ball. Also, in my last episode, I do believe that the Eagles missed out on a lot of wide receivers during the offseason because of the offense and the QB. So without a doubt, Jalen Hurts needs to improve. Now, best case scenario, Jalen Hurts improves and he proves himself as the QB of the future. If that's the case, then perfect. You have 3 picks in the first 2 rounds in 2023 and 3 picks in the first 2 rounds in 2024 to continue to build. But if Jalen Hurts does not work out, now you have the ammo to move up and get the QB that you want, like Bryce Young out of Alabama or CJ Stroud out of Ohio State. Now, the beauty of this trade is if you have to move up and say you have to trade the first 2 2023 first rounders and 1 first rounder from 2024 to move up, you're still not crippling your team in 2024 because you still have 2 second round picks that you still can get day 1 starters. So I absolutely love this trade and all aspects of this trade. So let me know the comments below if you like or hate this trade. And as always, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Eagles_Connect for all the latest news and updates around the Eagles organization. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click that little bell to get notified whenever I have new episodes come out. I'm going to try to get more episodes out before the draft, so stay tuned. Until next time, this is George, signing out.